This video aims to answer the following questions. What computer science is, what computer science is not, what I will study, is computer science the subject for me, and why should I choose computer science?
Computer science is the art of teaching a computer what to do. I'll start with something similar, like a screwdriver is a tool that is made to kind of turn screws, and on its own it's useless. You have to take it in your hand and kind of turn it to make something happen.
A computer actually learns a set of instructions and actually transform that into a way of showing a movie or playing an audio file or delivering Facebook. And that whole study of how the computer thinks is computer science.
It's code, and so code is a bunch of symbols and letters, but it's really more like a language.
And think about the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning. Let's say it's an alarm clock. There are instructions that somebody put into that alarm clock to teach it how to tell time, how to respond to you hitting the snooze button. You're walking out the house and you jump in your car and you start it. There are lots of computers in there figuring out how to turn the engine the very first time, how much gas to put in. This set of instructions that people have put into all these little devices you've used throughout your day just made your day that much easier to get through.
A common mistake that some students have made in the past when choosing computer science is thinking that we'll be doing things such as image editing or video editing, or even creating games on Scratch every lesson. Unfortunately, this is not the case, and this is not the subject for you if that's what you wish to do. The course is made up of two components. As you can see, component 1 is on computer systems, and component 2 is on computational thinking, algorithms and programming. In component 1, you look at how the computer works in line with the CPU, memory and storage. We look at network topologies and networks, which is something we did cover briefly in Year 9. Component 2 looks at computational thinking, developing programs, looking at programming techniques, and looking at logic. The third element is to do with practical programming, where students are given the opportunity to undertake programming tasks and to develop their own code. If any of these reasons are the reasons why you're considering computer science, then I'd think carefully before making your decision. It certainly isn't an easy subject and requires patience and commitment on your part. If you want to do it just because your friends have chosen this as an option, just remember you need to have an interest in the subject too. The reasons you see on the screen are probably not good enough reasons to take this subject. Instead, if you're thinking, computer science interests me, I'd like to know how a computer works, I'd like a career in computer science, computer science are all around us, so I want to set myself up with a GCSE that's useful. If you like a challenge, you'd like to think critically, if you think that you're willing to put effort in, you'd like to learn how to code a computer, and you've enjoyed the things we've been looking at in computing this year, then computer science, I would suggest, is probably a good option to consider.
Programming and computer science is one of the best ways to have impact in the world. There is no other career, no other field where you can touch so many people's lives with just a simple software or a simple app.
The programmers of tomorrow are the wizards of the future. You're going to look like you have magic powers compared to everybody else.
I think it's amazing. I think it's the closest thing we have to a superpower.
Great coders are today's rock stars.
That's it.